Hello everyone. Today is lecture number 2 of Unit 4 for the subject Renewable Energy Resources, subject code ROE086. Today's topic is thermionic. Let's start. First of all, introduction. A thermionic generator, or you can say converter, converts heat energy directly to electrical energy by utilizing thermionic emission effect. In such a device, electrons act as the working fluid in the place of vapor or gas. Thermionic power converter converts heat into electricity by boiling electrons from the hot emitter surface approx 1800 K across a small inter-electrode gap that is smaller than 0.5 mm to a cooler collector surface which is approx 1000 K. In this device, electrons are emitted from the surface of heated metal. The energy required to extract an electron from the metal is known as work function and expressed in electron volts. The work function depends upon the nature of metal and its surface conditions. A thermionic generator consists of one or more of these converters coupled to give desired power output. Thermionic generators can be operated from any primary heat source. For a low power level, let's say 3 kilowatt or less, solar energy can be used. For high power level, 50 kilowatt or more, nuclear heat sources can be used. Now, as the history, in 1883, Edison discovered release of electrons from the hot body. 1904, thermionic diode rectifier has been discovered. In 1915, there is thermionic conversion is proposed by a scientist. After 1950, serious research on this began. Now, thermionic converters. The principle of thermionic converters is easily explained by this particular diagram. In a thermionic converter, two electrodes are placed in a container containing an ionized gas or cesium vapor to reduce the space charge. The cathode is heated by concentrating the rays on it. On heating of cathode, the electrons are emitted from it and travel to anode. The cathode anode are connected externally through the load circuit. As you seen in the figure, that is load R. The electrons returns back to cathode through the external circuit and the current flows through the external circuit. The heat energy is converted directly into electrical energy through a process similar to that in a steam plant where water is evaporated in a boiler and the steam is condensed after doing the useful work in an engine. With the discovery of materials that provide adequate electron emission rates without getting melted, the performance of this system has been largely improved. Any heat sources can be used in a thermionic generator. Okay. Now, important aspects considered here. The cathode must emit an abundant supply of electrons. Evaporation of atoms from cathode should be negligible. Electronic space charge buildup in the inter-electrode spacing must be eliminated. The action of an electron tube depends upon the stream of electrons that act as a current carriers. To produce this stream of electrons, every tube is provided with the metal electrode called emitter, while some electrons may be free to move within the conductor. A condition similar to surface tension exists at the surface of the conductor, which prevents the escape of free electrons into the surrounding space at ordinary room temperature. The force which prevents the electrons from leaving surface is called the energy barrier. The electrons are required to perform a certain amount of work to overcome the restraining surface force in order that they may escape out of the emitter surface. To do this work, the electrons must be imparted with sufficient energy from some external source of energy. Since their own kinetic energy is inadequate, this phenomena of escaping electrons from metal surface into the surrounding is called electron emission. The amount of energy required for escape of electrons varies with different materials. The number of electrons emitted depends upon the temperature. Higher the temperature, greater is the emission of electrons. For obtaining higher efficiency, thermionic emitter is made of material with low work function so that the material can be operated at low temperature. Now classification according to method of neutralization space charge. First is vacuum closed space and second is cesium gas filled. Vacuum closed space converter. It has been under extensive research since 1957. Physical spacing is of 0.0005 inches or less is maintained between the anode and cathode. Will have engineered difficulty. Lifetime is 40 hours. Now cesium gas filled. Cesium gas is filled between anode and cathode. Working efficiency is higher than former one. Lifetime is nearly 600 hours. Main problem is efficient sealing and corrosive nature of cesium. The advantages of thermionic converters are rotating equipment is not employed, liquid vapor phase problems do not exist, separators for fluids are not required, frictional losses due to bearings not present. The disadvantages of thermionic converters are individual converters are low voltage, high current device. A large number of converters must be sequentially arranged to obtain useful voltage. Power losses in converters can seriously cut useful power output. Now, here are the some applications. As you can see on the screen, this is the schematic diagram of an in-pile nuclear thermionic power system for space application. Second one is schematic drawing of an out of pile nuclear thermionic power system of space application. This one is fast spectrum thermionic reactor. Now we have moved towards the comparison between thermionic and thermoelectric. Both thermionic and thermoelectric generators employ the electron gas as the working fluid. A thermionic generator based on the ballistic current flow, which is highly efficient and its theoretical efficiency is close to the Carnot efficiency. A thermoelectric generator, however, has poor efficiency due to the diffusive current flow. A thermionic generator usually requires a high temperature heat source for like 1500 K to generate a practically useful current. A thermoelectric generator, however, can produce electrical power from low quality heat energy sources. Thank you very much. This is all for today.